I need Taylor Swift's boyfriend. We're
Welcome
live.
to Squared
Hi.
Circle Shenanigans. I am Brother Paul, and
Brother
that is the
Paul.
returning Scotty.
Hi.
But what is the best thing so far today, besides returning Scotty, is after last week's show with Reese, we decided that Reese fit so well and worked so well with us, and he had a bunch of knowledge that we decided to have him come back today and talk with BrainJerk management. And surprise, surprise, ladies and gentlemen, welcome our newest co-host, Reese.
Thank you all for having me. I'm super stoked to be here.
Woo!
Welcome back and welcome to the team.
Thank you
Great to
very
have
much.
you both.
Guess who's back? Back. I don't want to say the words. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, before you do anything, before we get to you, let's go over our sponsors real quick.
Okay.
So, we would like to send a huge thank you and shout out for the love and support from The Mint Cannabis,
Woo.
the Smokers Society,
Yeah.
FU Wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
8 Mile Vodka,
Yep.
Amaya's Fresh Mexican Grill,
Yep.
Lane's Pizzeria,
Yep.
IWR themselves,
Yep.
DTW,
Yep.
Pro Wrestling Edge,
Yep.
The Little Brown Jug,
Mm-hmm.
and Craving Sports Cards and Collectibles.
Oh yeah.
Thank you all, and it's great to have you guys aboard. Sorry, I was reading this as well. What? So proud of you. Welcome.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you.
Yes. Thanks, Mom. Well,
Thank you for
Reese's
signing
mom.
on, Mom.
Yes. What up, dude?
Now we have 2 months
Okay.
that'll randomly pop in here.
So since we still have to wait a minute for our guest, let's just ask Reese some questions.
No, we're gonna ask you where you've been for 2.5 weeks. Since
Working.
You've been gone.
Working and work and life.
Work, life, being a father,
Basically.
stepdad, whatever. Same thing.
Whatever. Whatever you want to call it, yeah.
Ryan
Life in
says,
general.
Whoop, whoop,
What
Mr.
up?
Reese.
What up,
Whoop, whoop,
Prez?
brother.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
So yes, welcome back once again.
I'm
What
here.
the hell, Scotty? Where you
I'm
been?
I've been working.
What's up, Reese?
What up,
What's
Spooky?
up, Spooky? How you
I
doing,
think he
brother?
put why up, Reese.
Why?
He did why up, Reese.
Well, we're gonna go and just
Hey,
assume that he
Spooky.
said
That's why I
what
said
up.
what's up. I just kind of
Yeah, there it is. What up, Reese? Man, I wonder what. So now we're never gonna get the comment. What's up, fellas? How's everybody doing today? You're just gonna be here. I love it.
Yep.
That's
We
awesome.
don't have to worry about him.
Popping
we don't have to
on.
worry
He's
about
just gonna
doing
be in
anything. Yep.
person. This is
He'll-
gonna be
he'll here all
awesome.
the time.
Well, not
Yo,
me.
yo,
Well, not
yo.
you either.
I love that Reese is a part of the show. Absolutely.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot.
Spooky. Let's start the shout outs. Uh-oh, here we go. Bingo, bango, shout
Well,
out left
he
and
did
right.
start it, and then I got shout back, or whatever
Shout
you,
back.
you want to call it. He didn't say. Spooky said, not me, Scotty, or not you, Scotty."
All right. Well, here's the beginning of the shout outs.
Love
the
you
first
too.
one and only shout out to Reese.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, what is this? Shout out to Ed the landlord. Absolutely. Without Ed, we wouldn't be here.
True. Well,
Well, let's talk the next IWR for a little bit.
dude,
As well.
season's
Sounds good.
beatings.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I have to. Well, first off, shout out to Brother Paul.
Shout out to brother Paul.
Thank you, thank you. And then, of course, shout out to LA Knight. Yeah.
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 Shout out, dog. What? Shout out to myself. Yes. Shout out, Ryan Mahoney.
Shout
Absolutely. Shout out to Vampiro. Absolutely.
Shout
Can't
out.
wait. Shout
Shout
out to
outs.
Vampiro.
He's a legend.
Josh, just shout out face. Yeah, that's how you feel, Josh. Shout out face as well. Okay, I like it. Shout out to Gary. Absolutely. Shout out Gary.
Whoop whoop.
Definitely.
You are. What?
Shout out to Willy Wonka,
Mom the meatloaf.
D-Mac Oz.
I like that.
Shout out to
Yeah, that's a
D-Mac,
good one.
always.
Shout out D-Mac Oz.
D-Mac's awesome.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Brother Paul.
Thank you.
Shout out to Scotty.
Most
Ryan
definitely
read
shout
my
out to
mind,
Scotty.
actually. That's the crazy part. Shout out to GWC.
Whoop whoop.
Absolutely
GWC is a
wild.
great guy, too.
Steve is fantastic. I love Steve.
Shout out to Tupac.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's in Cuba. He's alive.
What does that say?
Shout out to Jeff.
Jeffrey Hill.
Jeff Hill, absolutely,
Great guy, too.
absolutely. That's a
Shout out
Craving
to
Sports Cards and Collectibles. That's what he is.
Brandon
that.
and Katie Wayne at Wayne's Pizzeria. Shout out
always.
Shout
Shout out to
my mom.
Wendy. Yeah. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Sharon
Absolutely.
too. Happy birthday, Sharon. I know you're
Happy
not on here
birthday,
yet,
She's
but
Sharon.
not in here, but you know,
it's her birthday.
it's not her birthday. That's in January.
Every day.
Every day until January.
Shout out to Marshall Mathers.
Okay, touche. What is happening?
Jennifer Vance. Shout out.
Shout out Tyler.
Silky. Shout out to Silky.
shout out.
Silky Smooth.
Well, Silky's my mom.
Really?
That's her nickname.
Really?
She goes by Silky, Salty, and a few other things. Chuck.
Oh, yeah.
Weston, Vermont. Is that like a? Is that a person, or is that a city?
I love the way we're just doing shout outs. We have 12 people watching. I love it.
Shout out to Dev.
Rucker.
Shout out to Rucker.
Yeah, because he spelled his last name wrong the first time.
Oh, the first one is shout out to Devin, our Dev Ruckwire.
Ruckwire.
Dude, shout out to Denzel. Big
Denzel
shout out to
Washington.
Big D. Shout out to Kayla.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Shout out to D Mills. Congrats, champ, on
Congrats
your
on the
win.
fight.
Congratulations, champ. What is he,
Absolutely.
15-0 now?
Yes.
Congratulations, champ.
Oh my God, there's so many. Clearly didn't watch
Taste of East Coast.
Uh-oh. Shout out to Kayla's, both of them, absolutely.
Most definitely.
Boom, boom.
Shout out Tyler's from Tyler's Exotics.
Great guy.
Shout out to little Eli, absolutely. Shout out to Jaden, yes. There it is again. Both the Kaylas.
Shout out to Reese for putting up with you.
No, shout out to all of us for putting up with this.
Yeah.
This is wild.
I love this.
Shout out my mom, absolutely, thank you.
Woo! Shout
then
out to
just a bunch
Violent
of
J.
There you go.
Whoop, whoop.
Andre from Smokers Society, absolutely. Shout out to bigger shout outs to all of the sponsors, of course. Shout out to 8 Mile Vodka, Mikey Shoemaker himself. Oh, guess what? Look at who it is. Shout out to the birthday girl.
Shout out to the
Shout out.
birthday girl.
She's just giving into it now.
She's
Oh my
fucking
lord.
29,
Shout
bro.
out Luna, absolutely. Shout out the dog at home. There's so many. Oh my lord.
Mikey Shoemaker.
Mikey. Diva. That's
Shout out to the Dread King.
not spelled
Drake
correctly.
King Logan. We talked about him last week.
Absolutely, we did. He's seen it. He said.
Oh, he did?
He did. He
Happy.
shared it.
Nice.
Did he? I didn't know he shared it.
I didn't
Sure
know
did.
that either.
Diva. Shout out to Dread King. Shout out Saint the Dog.
Shout out to Godfather.
Shout out the Godfather.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Josh Gisbert. Absolutely shout out Josh Gisbert. Josh Gisbert is the man. Shout out to the little baby girl Sage. Adorable dog. Love it. Now that we've done almost 10 minutes of shout outs, this is wild. Shout out to Virgil for standing up against
Ted
Ted
DiBiase.
DiBiase. This is the shenanigans part right here.
I was gonna say, I think this
and
is
it's
where
not
the
even
shenanigans
it's
part
not
comes
even
in.
us with it now. It's them.
It just keeps coming.
Frankie Bagwell, absolutely. What's up, Scotty? I don't know who that guy
Hello.
is, but you know, what's up, Scotty? Shout
I was
out
gonna say,
Our
did
House
you just
Gaming,
comment?
absolutely.
Our house games, great people.
Shout out Richard. What? Shout out Matthew, absolutely. Congrats to Matthew for winning as well.
Most definitely.
Shout out Mikey again. Why are we doing repeats?
Is Randy
Is
Orton
Randy Orton
returning tonight?
Turning tonight. Ooh.
I
If
don't
it's
know.
not tonight, then
No,
then it's
because
Friday night.
It's gonna be
Before
Survivor
Survivor
Series.
Series.
I don't think it'll be before. I think there's gonna be a return at Survivor Series.
You know,
Well, they're gonna do a surprise return
Yeah.
for Survivor Series for the women as well. So maybe they'll
Yeah.
keep that one for Survivor Series and then they'll have Randy.
Return, as they say, it's already confirmed as a return or like a debut.
I think it's a
just-
return. I don't know who it could be though.
Right? Who? I don't know. Shout out Kenny Urban for show.
My mother says hi.
The
let's
Kenny
go.
Urban.
Hi. We'll skip that one. That one's not really important.
Our
Blue
guest is here.
Meanie.
Shout out to our guest.
He is here. You're right.
Let's go.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
There he is. How you doing, my
Can you
friend?
guys hear him?
Yeah, I can
I'm
hear
pretty
you.
good.
How
I'm
you
trying
doing,
to find
brother?
my fucking lighter so I can join the fucking 420 here. I'm not doing good right now, yo. I'll tell you the truth. I'm sick as a fucking dog. I've been hacking up a lung for like the past 2 hours.
That is not good.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. See, can you
So,
see me better? There
our
you go.
guest is, of course, Jesse Daniels, the godfather of the murder sport mafia.
Yes, sir.
Well, before, of course, if you don't mind, I just wanted to talk for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
So before earlier this afternoon, I compiled some notes and gave to the guys. So it said I saw one of your posts, Jesse, and it said that you've been a hardcore champion for TCW for a year, correct?
Yep, it was a year yesterday.
Year yesterday. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And also, it said you were having an open challenge for any pro wrestler that you think can hold up to the legacy of violence you've built.
Yep, that's right.
Right. So with that case, so of course that will probably most likely carry over into 2024, correct? Yeah.
EJ, Daddy's busy right now.
Sorry, just waiting.
Sorry about that.
Man, I get it.
Yeah.
That's the gimmick. That's the shoot gimmick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You said about my post and being an open challenge and everything.
Yeah, about your post saying that you, of course, held an open challenge for any professional wrestler that you think can hold up to the legacy of violence that you've built.
So that's going to have to continue on to 2024 because it hasn't happened yet. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I don't think there's going to be any more TCW shows for the rest of 2023, but we're definitely looking at something in January of next year, and I could pop up somewhere else before then. Who knows?
Nice.
For sure. And what is TCW?
TCW,
folks who don't know,
is True Championship Wrestling. They're from here in Virginia. It's actually so when I ran my first show, I have a company called Murder Sport, and I used the ring of TCW to run that show my first time, and that was how we got linked up. So TCW has been very good to me since I came in the door. My first match was against they're like I was jobbing to their hardcore champion or whatever, and we went out there, fucking tore the house down, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll give you a title run." And like the next show, they put it on me. I wasn't even like 3 matches in, and they put the fucking belt on me.
And here you are a year later.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, it's been a crazy year too.
So, going into 2024, if you don't mind me asking, who do you do you have any wrestler you are particularly do you want to compete against in 2024?
Schlack for sure.
Schlack.
That's dope.
Nice.
Definitely Schlack. Damn, there's a crazy list. Necro. I definitely want Necro. I had a banger with Satu. Well, I wouldn't call it a banger. I had a decent match with Satu Jin, and the only part of it that I feel like could have been better was stuff on my part. So I'd like an opportunity to work him again to kind of show some improvement from the last one. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah. Do you have anything?
Let's move on to a little bit of your before days. So I read that you were trained by Earl Hebner.
Yes, actually.
That was and what was training like with a referee that learned from some of the great.
So to give you my background as compiled and simple as possible. I broke into the business in 2014 at a school down here in Virginia called GXW. And at the time, Earl and this guy, Ethan Cross, were like the 2 trainers for wrestlers and referees. They would have like Sanjay Dutt and Mickey and Nick Aldis come through and do seminars and dojos and shit with us. So that was pretty cool. But my ref training with Earl, it was honest. I can't say it was the easiest training ever, but I guess in comparison to everything else, it's been easier than like training to be a wrestler. So Earl basically helped me break into the point where I could be a ref on a show and not look fucking stupid. And he's a very Earl's a dirty old man. Let's just say that. But I don't mean that in a bad way. You know, he's not misconduct or nothing like that. I've never seen anything like that. But he's a funny guy to be around. You know what I mean? He's one of those last few old school gems that's left, and I'm very thankful I got to sit under that learning tree for any amount of time.
Absolutely. That's fantastic.
Yeah, Earl was definitely fun.
That is really cool. He's like literally the referee of referees.
Yeah, most definitely.
I feel like a lot of people don't invest in their fucking referees as much as they could, because a lot of guys that are just running a promotion don't have in-house reps. They just use the local guy that's making rounds everywhere, and that's cool. But I like seeing referees. I like seeing guys train referees, because you can take a guy from not knowing shit about the business and you know, total fucking mark, and turn him into a good referee, because it's the job is just communication. You know what I mean? And I just don't think we have enough people that teach the art of that anymore.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah,
That's cool.
So like you said, we have a decent amount, a small amount of information. Just a quick question: is there any? Have you worked with any legends or bigger current names that you could give us something about, possibly?
So I would say, I can't really say. I think the closest to legend that I can say I've like actually wrestled is Mickey Knuckles.
Okay.
As far as like a hardcore legend, you know, that's probably, I would say, one of my biggest accomplishments to date. I got to do XPW Theater Brutality and work her, so that was fun. Satu, he's fucking out here getting it. Hardcore Hillbilly. JJ Escobar, I had a crazy fucking cage match with him. He's a fucking psychopath. But yeah, those are probably my most notable. And then Nathan Mallory was really fun too. He's still kind of getting up there, but Nathan's a fucking pure-hearted human. I love working with Nathan.
Awesome. You're gonna got something?
Yeah. What is the Murder Sport Mafia?
So that's the stable that we're in right now. Actually, unfortunately, one of our guys is hurt right now. Shout out Ricky. We know he's doing everything he can to get better. But it's me, this dude El Muerte, which I trained from being a fucking yarder, and then the other guy Ricky, who I helped train as well. It's basically me and two of my students in a stable. And we've basically reached the point where they're kind of going off, doing their own thing, taking singles bookings. Well, the one guy is, the guy's not hurt is, you know. But it's kind of evolving over the years. It started off as like, you know, just what it sounds like a horror movie mafia type gimmick. And it just became, I guess, it turned into other things as we traveled and performed in new places. Like we would get chants that we didn't ever expect. Like they took my one partner. He's super white meat baby face most of the time that he works, right? And I've always wondered what would it be like to turn that guy heel. Well, he just went to ATCW in West Virginia, and he fucking turned heel while he had their belt, and they like adored him, so it crushed the fans' heart. The next show they came back, they had his face on like giant turds on the signs out in the crowd, and I was like, "That is successful heat, brother."
That's wild.
I felt very proud in that moment.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
Yes. So I also saw what I wrote down here. I saw you have a deathmatch wrestling hit list.
Oh yeah, he found the list.
Oh yeah, I'd say we both did. I wrote down a little bit too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I included 3 of the 10. That was Nick Gage, Mance Warner, and John Wayne Murdoch.
I've seen John Wayne Murdoch wrestle.
Same.
I saw him at RPW back in 2021.
At the
dude,
at the circus thing.
Yeah.
I mean, so I have nothing but great things to say
what
about
would
all
you
those
say
guys.
qualifies any of these wrestlers to make your hit list?
Do what?
What would qualify? Like, how would the wrestlers qualify to make your to actually be on the hit list?
Oh, that's easy. So, all right. I'm gonna vent a lot of honest shit right now. I was one of those people that grew up with a lot of insecurities. You know what I mean? And of course, finding, once you settle into wrestling, you have to overcome a lot of fucking insecurities. So one of the things that I would always tell myself is, I'm not scared of pain. And sometimes my actions would contradict that, but I know in my head that I'm not. So that list is basically a compilation of like who I consider to be some of the sickest fucks on the planet right now, and people that I know are going to fucking hit hard, and people that I know are going to make me bleed. And that might sound kind of crazy, but it's like, so I told myself like 3 years ago, when I think about me 3 years ago wrestling Schlack, I'm like, oh dear God, no, please. Now I'm like, I'm hungry for it. I feel like I can handle it. You know what I mean? Obviously on a day where I'm not fucking sick as a dog and, been laying in bed all day, I feel like I can handle it. We actually went to Philly when Schlack did his Eat the Turnbuckle movie premiere, and he power bombed me through their fucking table during the Q&A. So like I've talked to him, he knows who I am. It's not an impossibility. I tried to also keep all of them somewhat realistic too.
Absolutely. That's really interesting.
It's awesome.
Cool.
Who do you think that you'll probably end up getting to fight first?
What'd you say?
Who is it that who do you think that you'll be able to get to first?
Ooh, that's a tough one. So I've got irons in the fire for like one or two of the people right now, and that's not, saying anything's gonna happen. If it does, it does. I would very much like to, so Nathan, Tank and Nathan Mowry are the Coven of the Goat right now, right? So I would very much like to work Tank and Reverend Dan Wilson. Because, bro, for fucking managers, I feel like Dan Wilson is one of the best in the fucking business. He's horrifying. He's got that Rob Zombie, House of a Thousand Corpses, fucking screech that. I can't do it because my voice right now, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He's fucking good, man. Dan Wilson's good, and Tank just looks fucking mean, like he's gonna beat the shit out of you. So he definitely fits that qualification.
Absolutely. Yeah. One more quick question from me. Before we move on to the next person. I've asked a few different people this. What would be one piece of advice you'd give to a newcomer?
To a newcomer, like a new wrestler?
Yeah.
Pace yourself. Because a lot of people, so I noticed this at training, because I'll still go to some of the schools around here just to fucking sharpen up and stay limber and shit, because you go 2 or 3 weeks without wrestling after doing weekends for a month straight, you're going to start stiffening up, So my thing about a lot of the young guys, one of the things that I see, so many people their first day just get bumped all the shit. Like they run up a fucking fifth of their bump card in training. So I tell a lot of guys, you have to know how to bump. You have to know how to do it safely. But don't fucking, bump for him every time your friend's trying to give you a stone cold stunner or a fucking rock bottom or, hey bro, I want to test this finisher. Like save that shit for when it matters. Because I know a lot of young guys that were used as just like the bump dummy because they know if I do something to him, it's going to look good. And they're fucking beat to shit now. Like, I just don't want to see that happen to anybody. And while it's good to be that hard worker and be capable of handling those things, know when to give your body a break. That's my best advice to new people.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So you guys, is this like a weed podcast or like how's it?
We don't talk about weed specifically on here. Some of us do smoke, yes. We do smoke on the show sometimes.
We do have one of our sponsors is a dispensary.
Yes. We do have a dispensary as a podcast sponsor.
But we do have a
shop.
podcast on Thursdays that is strictly for marijuana. It is
Absolutely.
called Smokers and Friends.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
Thursdays at 4:20 p.m.
Yep.
Hell
And
yeah,
that is,
man.
with one of our producers and then one of the managers of the dispensary.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, shit, I got these fucking guys calling me, but I can give y'all about like 5-10 more minutes if y'all want to chop it up for a minute. Because I appreciate y'all having me on. I didn't mean
Thank you for
to
coming on.
hit you with the fucking being sick shit at the last minute. I thought I was gonna feel worse than this, but I'm feeling all right now that I've had something to eat.
Absolutely, that's great.
Right.
You know,
So,
absolutely.
what's the furthest you've traveled to wrestle? Like not to breath, but to wrestle. On a
Gathering
show?
of the Juggalos. I
Listen,
wrestled
whoop, whoop,
a.
I see it in the background. Everybody outside of this door right here is a juggalo. We're all
Fuck yeah,
juggalos.
hell
They
yeah,
were
bring him
together
in
this
here.
year.
I was gonna say I seen his picture. I'm pretty sure he was at the gathering too. We were gonna talk about that. I was gonna ask if he was part of the wrestling show or if he actually seen part.
So
of
did
Let
you-
me
did you
text
go to
these
Bloody
guys and
Mania?
tell them I'll be with them in a second. But yeah, Gathering of the Juggalos, I wrestled a tryout match out there for JCW, and the fucking kid I was working, wet noodle fucking botched something and they booed at us, but it is what it is. I love the kid. He's one of my boys, so I don't have any heat with anybody over shit like that, man. I'm a very understanding person when it comes to mistakes.
Absolutely.
But let me text these guys real
Yeah, no,
quick.
you're good. Take your time. So
Whoop,
That's-
whoop.
that's fantastic.
Dude,
Yeah.
awesome. We do love us some ICP.
we're having a great time actually. I think.
Yeah.
The first 10 minutes was fun, chaotic,
Oh.
crazy. We talked about
really fun.
sponsors, shouted out a bunch of random people, and did a
My
bunch of
ear
random
itches.
shout outs. Reese got like 4 shout outs on his first day. Doing a lot better than we all did.
You know, I mean, I know I've commented in on this, and
Absolutely.
but it's great being here.
I was gonna say, what's it like being in the comments or sitting at home watching to being here in person?
It's
Whew.
unreal, really. It is, and because I remember. Oh, do we got the Dread King on?
Oh my God, he's here.
Dragging.
Dread King. I don't know what was said, but love to all.
Hey, Dread King.
What up,
We love
Birdie?
you.
Thank
I
you,
love
Dread
That's
Dread
my
King.
man.
We love you, Dread King.
Oh, I wrestled in Michigan too. I don't know if that's further away than Ohio, but I did wrestle in Michigan like 2 or 3 times.
It is a little bit, I believe, because you have to go through Ohio to get to Michigan. Depends on where you're at.
Yeah. That was how I met Birdie and all them guys up there.
My God, we would love to have
Dude, that's
you come
awesome
and
that you
fucking-
know. Yeah, dude, listen.
talk to
The
Gary
Dread
about him
King
and
is
IWR.
one of my
Yeah,
favorite
something.
guys.
Can you imagine him in an IWR ring? Jesse Daniels would be awesome.
Dude, man.
Dude,
Put him against Vladimir. He's
Yeah.
our new champion.
You got to go up against
Over.
Thomas Latimer at IWR.
Oh, so there's a video somewhere of Tom Latimer knocking the shit out of me as a ref because there was like a spot at UEW where they had all the fucking refs come in at the end and Tom just laid every one of them out. And I was like, yo, this big motherfucker's going to take my head off.
That's why.
He was super safe. I loved it.
Dude.
Wow, that's crazy.
Look, storytelling. Now
Yeah.
we definitely do an IWR.
Yeah.
Goes from being
Oh,
pushed
yeah.
down as referee to the
long-term
superstar that destroys the
storytelling
king.
right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, and it could take the title.
Yes.
Gary
Love
and Rhino didn't even know that
Right.
they were doing this storyline.
Right. We were like, come check this out. Look what we got.
So
That is awesome.
Rhino lives in our hometown now, where
Yep.
we're all from, and him and his friend they
Fred
have
brother,
they have a
everything, yeah.
promotion called IWR.
Right.
Yeah, not
Oh,
King.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
brother Paul. How dare you, King Vladimir? Ain't no king but the
Well,
Dread
look,
King.
it's
IWR's
part of the
true
name,
king
okay?
is Dread King Logan.
You're not
Yeah.
wrong.
True king.
And I wish
You're
my
not wrong.
voice wasn't fucked right now. I would do Birdie's announcing thing I used to do for him. He used to love it. Didn't you, baby?
That's absolutely awesome. It's great
The
to see.
Dread King Logan! All right, I got
Nice.
two
Really good still, actually. I love that.
That warm
Awesome.
tea's helping a little bit.
That's dope.
It's
Only
awesome
one
just
king.
having to just have Dread King here in the comments.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
While we're
Hell
talking
yeah, guys. So how often do y'all run?
Absolutely, yeah. We usually go anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Time.
We give you guys we give the normal pizza delivery time.
Right.
45
Right,
minutes to
right.
an hour. That's what
Well,
we
usually the first 15 is us just randomly talking crap and doing jokes, and then we
try to just settle down.
And then we
yeah,
get to
and
the
then we
actual
settle
stuff.
down, and then we get like a good 30 minutes of wrestling in.
Right.
And then I don't know if you've watched or noticed, but usually for some reason I've noticed every show we do usually is about 10 minutes of Brock Lesnar talk.
I was gonna say.
Virgil
Talk
story?
or
Yo,
something. Oh God,
I
here
love
we go.
Brock. I
Do you have a
he's one of
Virgil
the
story?
best in the business
We
to
ask
do it,
everybody who
'cause
comes
he's
on the
most
show if
money.
they've ever came across Virgil, like in
Oh
just
my God.
in life or like in a wrestling sense. Like, do you have any Virgil
Do
stories?
you have a Virgil?
It's more
Virgil?
often than
No,
not
I
that
have
somebody
not came
doesn't,
across Virgil.
but
Fortunately, I hear.
He does not.
that is funny. We had one guy on our show.
I heard I was your Brock.
Absolutely.
You are.
Absolutely.
You are IWR's Brock Lesnar,
No.
basically, type of thing.
No,
Not when-
Brock
not in a-
Lesnar
no.
is WWE's Dread King Logan.
That's-
Get the fuck out of
Well,
here, brother
yes.
Paul.
Look,
Time
don't
out.
judge me. I said it how I said it, and look, he loved it. He
Shit.
said, "Okay, so shut your face. You stay over there and be a stoner, buddy."
I always,
Hit-
I
hit
am
the pin again for
100% of
me.
the time.
Hit your pin
We
again
hit-
for me. How about that?
Listen, we have a
You
road.
stay stoned.
We
hit
have
the
a
pin for me and
road in our town that is called La Pleasance, and there's like for real like 9 dispensaries
within like a mile of
They're
each
not
other.
even a mile, like within a quarter mile of each other.
Yeah,
They're all across
basically.
the street from each other.
There's like
Yeah,
a fast food
I've been up
restaurant,
there to a few of
dispensary,
those
grocery
dispos. I
store,
like,
fast food restaurant,
the
dispensary.
Flower
There's
Bowl
only a
is pretty
Taco
good,
Bell
too.
over there now. That's
You're right.
all you
You're getting
need.
high and getting Taco Bell apparently.
Hell yeah, guys. Well, shit. I have to go take a business call about a booking next year.
No problem. We're all good.
And
No
I want to talk to you guys again. So,
Absolutely.
how often do you run this? Is this an every Monday thing?
We do
Every Monday
Yep.
for sure, dude.
Yeah.
We'll get you.
Cool.
Let's get you out here to Michigan.
Right. We'll try to.
Oh hell
figure
yeah,
out
dude!
if we
I
can
am
Michigan
100%
show.
down to come.
Let's
I
do it.
know a few promoters up there, but I haven't really reached out to none of them because I want to make sure I can, make it up there and give them what they need.
Absolutely. But yeah, definitely. If we can get you here in person and in the Michigan show, double win. Look at
Yeah.
there.
He
Let's
needs
go.
to go
Hell
to
yeah,
IWR.
bro.
I'm telling you, we need to get him at IWR. Perfect. IWR in here. Boom. Done.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys having me on here.
Of course.
I will try to make
For
arrangements
sure,
to
brother.
pop back
Absolutely.
later.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We'll probably be on for like another 15 minutes, hopefully. So
Cool. All right. Love you guys, man. Have a good night.
absolutely.
great night,
You as
brother.
well.
You too, man. For sure.
He's a great guy.
Absolutely.
That was dope.
That was fun. I enjoyed that little bit, and we can still continue for a
Yeah.
minute.
I
Like I
really
said.
enjoyed looking at his hit
So
list.
he says he wants
Yeah,
to
all of
wrestle
these.
Nick Gage, dude.
Yeah.
That's why.
That'd be a great match.
Jeremiah would tell
Jody
you.
says, "Hey, hey,
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 hey.
hey, Jody.
hey."
Jeremiah would tell you that the pizza cutter.
Yeah.
Dude, Nick Gage uses a pizza cutter on people. Dude, fuck it. That would suck ass.
Did you hear about?
I'd
when-
beat his ass.
with
Please,
the
Bo,
Dread
like,
King.
yes, Dread King, please,
Yeah.
for the love of God. That would be awesome. Because I'm sad that I had to miss this last IWR. And
Hey. Sadly, we don't get to see Dread King at IWR anymore,
I know.
which really sucks. So let's not talk about that again.
Yeah.
That's why
I don't want to cry again on stream. Okay,
We
Calm
got
down.
emotional last week.
It really did. I was like literally in tears. Not gonna lie, I hated it.
Yeah,
Not
when-
happy.
when he
He's
said
gone.
about Nick Gage with the pizza cutter. Did you see? Remember when he was on AEW?
unfair.
And
It was
right when he
Austin.
did it, it was
Unfair.
picture in picture. And right when he did it was the Domino's commercial.
Yep, absolutely.
Could you imagine? The fucking pizza cutters in the lip.
Oh,
Did you hear Dad had to issue a letter of apology to Domino's for that?
no way, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They had it because it was their commercial. And
And I'm pretty sure he was told not to use the pizza cutter
yeah,
as well
all.
on TV, and
Like,
he
at all.
did on live national. I wouldn't. Is it national television or is
Yeah.
it cable?
Yeah, it's well, yeah,
Whatever
and,
you
and
call
then
it.
It's uploaded on
nowadays, boy.
YouTube and that's streamed all over the world.
absolutely.
Jeremiah took the
Everywhere.
pizza cutter. Nick Gage has given him the pizza cutter before.
Yeah, you didn't like it.
No, I'd be scared.
Uh-oh. Getting off, boys, but I got time on my hands, so let's finally make an in-studio night
Yes.
cheers, mates.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
go.
Thanks, Dread King. Always, brother. We love you, man.
Absolutely. Sounds
The
fantastic.
best. We get
Michigan
we get
legend.
Midwest scum in this
Ooh.
bitch. We can get Zach to come from Cleveland.
We could try, but even if we don't,
I mean, either way, it'd
even
be
if we
perfect.
don't, Dread King could come
For sure. Either way, it'd
with
be
his
perfect.
with his Dread King and Dread Queen, or if not, his other partner that he likes to ride with is Big Kaz from Pro Wrestling Edge.
Yeah,
So we could do a double type of thing for that too,
that'd be
Mom,
great.
because he's a
that-
sponsor too. So we could have a sponsor and a superstar.
I love Big Cat.
It's a great idea. Actually, I like that.
He'd be great to talk to. Dread King Logan.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Why
I can't-
do
I can't wait to hear stories, and I want to hear about his Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
Yeah, I mean XICW, RPW, IWR. You know, everywhere. You know, PWAS. You know,
Pro Wrestling All Stars?
yeah.
Yeah. See, I know my shit. I'm on it. What?
It's really
Give
good.
me this day in history. Come on.
Okay. I mean,
Let me go. Let me hear. I need one, brother
I
Paul.
actually do have one.
Bet.
I have
Let
one.
me hear one, brother Paul.
I have a few.
I'm just checking my
Just for
parlays.
today. Oh, this one's actually interesting. I forgot about this. So this is from November 20th, clearly, 2002. It says, at an NWA/TNA weekly pay-per-view, Jeff Jarrett defeated Ron Killings, aka R-Truth, to win his first ever NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
Of like fucking 12 runs. I hated Jeff Jarrett
Well,
in TNA.
as much as I hate
So much.
I said it was really good. I didn't mean for Jeff Jarrett. I meant that R-Truth was the NWA World Champion.
Yeah, he was.
That's wild.
He was the very first black NWA World Champion.
I read that. That's
Unless
what was crazy.
don't get actually time out. Don't quote me on that now. Time out.
What about
I'm thinking
Ron Simmons?
Ron Simmons. Is that NWA or is that just WCW?
That was WCW.
I know,
at the
but
time.
at the time was it just? What up, Tony? How you doing, buddy?
Hey Tony.
Was it just? Was it NWA, WCW under the NWA banner? I don't think so. I think no matter what, Ron Simmons is the very first
I think
black
so.
heavyweight champion.
Tony's doing good.
You know who should have got a longer NWA title reign? Rhino. You know, Rhino, he beat Joe. He won the Monsters Ball. He won the Gauntlet. And then he beat Jeff Jarrett on the same night.
Dude, the weekly pay-per-view things were cool. Me and back in the day, my grandpa would order them every once in a while. Like we wouldn't order them every week, but we would get them.
I looked ahead. Next week's This Day in History is from Detroit, Michigan.
Nice.
Ooh.
Detroit, Michigan.
If you think about it, Michigan is rich in pro wrestling history.
Absolutely.
Indy and
Oh my gosh, dude,
promotion.
Detroit. Like it is not. I mean, Michigan in general, but
Michigan in general,
Detroit,
yes, but
Detroit
does a
for
lot.
sure.
yeah.
Like you have
It's
big
either
time
Detroit
wrestling.
or
That was
Grand Rapids.
that
One
was
of the two.
chic. Eddie Farhat. Like he ran Detroit. That was his territory.
Yeah.
Kobo is coveted. Kobo Arena. The shell is still there, but it's all banquet halls now, where the arena was, which is it sucks. But the shell, you can still see the arena. You can still see. This is where, dude, Bobo Brazil.
Yeah.
Bobo Brazil, the Sheik selling out.
That was
Beat-
great.
You know, in the 60s and 50s, 60s, and 70s. I hear stories all the time.
Yeah. You know who wrestled a lot down in Detroit was Abdullah the Butcher.
Yeah,
yeah.
and then the DBA,
Absolutely, I forgot.
his dad,
XICW's made so much history.
Sweet Daddy
Yeah.
Malcolm Monroe. Yeah,
It took
dude.
you
Like,
some time to get that out.
sorry, I don't know why I stuttered a little bit.
That sounds like you already.
But-
Okay.
And
Like
then,
for real though,
His
dude.
uncle is involved in it too at the
That's
time.
true. Yeah.
He was his manager at IWR before he unfortunately passed away, I believe.
Oh wow.
Who?
DBA's uncle, the Bug.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like he
Interesting.
was his manager for 3 shows, and then he passed away. And
The DBA, everybody knows this about me. The DBA is my favorite.
he is a
He's-
great guy.
Yeah,
He's
you
my
only
favorite.
said it for the first 25 episodes of the podcast. And we're on
And then
38.
what I grow up on? What did I watch growing up,
Right.
brother Paul? What did
Good
I
old
watch?
WCW.
That's right. I watched
wrestling.
WCW. I watched WCW
Yeah,
That was-
WCW wrestling.
for sure.
yeah.
That's all me.
You know,
still- today I was watching ECW, Hardcore Heaven. I think it was 97. It's either 97 or 98. But Jerry the King Lawler was there, and he fought Tommy Dreamer, and Tommy
Nice.
Dreamer beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And you got Jerry. The King comes in and his promo. He's like, before I came down here to extremely crappy wrestling, I had the Undertaker. He stopped me and said, "You know what? I don't normally tell people this, but if you want to use that tombstone pile driver, go ahead." And he goes, then I walked a little further, and Bret Hart came over and said, "It would be my honor if you used the sharpshooter on a poor old Tommy Dreamer." And then he goes, and then Stone Cold Steve Austin said that I needed to give him the Stone Cold Stunner. It's funny.
speaking of Stone Cold, remember when he had the Zamboni and jumped on Mr. McMahon.
Yes.
My uncle was
Dude.
at that show.
That's
Really?
fucking sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a Funko Pop now, and I don't.
Is it really?
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't collect those
What?
things, but I want this one in general, one and only. I want it.
I need to
It's-
figure this out and find that.
Mhm.
didn't-
I
didn't know
saw it
about
on the
that.
internet, but I couldn't find
I
out
didn't
where
know
it is.
about that. That's cool.
So like that, like
That'd be a great collector's item.
for sure.
Absolutely.
That's a great memory. Like, cause first off,
Dude, if you
it's
get
scary because he runs that light over and it kind of like sparks a little bit. And they were
Dude,
like,
that,
okay.
if you get that signed,
Ooh.
You
it's
could.
worth billions.
Yeah.
I'd hate to say it, but Vince is getting up there in age.
I don't know how Zamboni's gonna sign my fucking Funko Pop, but I'll
don't-
try. That's why. Is that why it'd be worth billions?
You don't need the tire mark for the Zamboni. All you need is Stone Cold signature and Vince McMahon's.
Yeah.
Why would I need Vince's?
Because he was involved in it.
But he's not on the Funko Pop. It's just Stone Cold and
Well,
the
it's a
Zamboni.
moment in
Oh,
history.
okay.
Still, it's a moment in history.
But yeah, Vince was involved.
How am I
So-
gonna get a red? How do I get a? I could get a Red Wing to sign it
What?
because it happened at the Joe.
Oh,
There's a
yeah.
big Red Wings logo. No, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think it's.
We'll
on
just
the,
get Darren to sign it.
I don't think it's
okay.
on the Funko Pop,
It's
but
all right. We'll get Darren to sign it. It's all right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that works.
All right. Well, listen.
I meant a
While
literal
we've got
Red Wing,
about
like
10 minutes left.
a wing that is actually physical. A literal wing wheel that is red.
I hate you so much.
I don't know how that's gonna sign it.
I hate you so much. All right. Well, while we've got like 10 minutes left, let's go over Survivor Series this weekend real quick
I'm stoked.
and give a little bit of predictions here or there. So the first one,
Someone's gonna win.
Women's World Championship: Rhea Ripley, Zoe Starks.
I gotta go with Rhea on that one.
Absolutely.
Becky Lynch.
That's a different
She's
match.
not on the back.
That's a different match. We'll talk about that next. Rhea Ripley or Zoe Stark?
Rhea Stark. It's gonna be a count out.
Or a DQ, maybe.
Okay, so Rhea Ripley by count out, sure. War Games, females, Belair, Flair, Shotzi, Lynch versus Damage Control. Minus
Damage
Dakota Kai.
control, dog.
Minus Dakota Kai.
See,
Unless if they add a fifth for, Shotzi in them.
Damage control,
who
bro.
do you think?
Heel Scotty in this bitch.
Who do you think, Brother Paul?
I'm going to have to go with Belair and Lynch.
Yeah.
They've been through so much. Damage Control deserves to take at least one loss as long as there's cool stuff.
Yeah.
As
I
long
want to
as
see
E-
at least
as
someone
long
jump
as
off
EO,
the top.
yeah, as long as EO
Hey,
does
I
a
think
backflip
Damage
off the-
Control's
off the
gonna be
thing
there
again, we're
doing-
cool.
Yeah.
Damage control
You so-
inside of that double cage of damage.
Now,
bunch of damage. And
did you remember when they did NXT War Games and was it Io Sky who jumped off? She had to put the trash can on and jumped.
Yep.
That was really cool.
Fucking.
I hope she does it again.
Yeah.
Maybe not with the garbage.
Okay, let's see if this works. Now it's like I gotta. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Put that set on. Can you hear yourself? You find out. With that being said, we're gonna go to, I believe, a pre-show match, which is Carlito and Santos Escobar.
Yeah, it's pre-show.
Can you hear? I can hear me.
I can hear me, guys. I can hear me.
It's like a.
So who do you think's gonna get that one?
Santos.
Yeah. They'll probably put him over because I mean Carlito's a good wrestler. but-
Carlito's fantastic, but he's up there. I'm not trying to be mean, but he's up there in age, and he's mainly came back just to put over people like Cena did.
Yeah.
Cena's gone, most likely for good now. He might have one more match.
I don't like how he went down
But-
with Soya
yeah.
Sequoia. I don't
I'm just
like how
happy
that
there's
went
gonna be new TV.
What?
John Cena's only gone because the friggin' writer's strike is over.
down. Oh,
That's fair.
yeah.
That means there's no more Rock or anybody? Damn it.
You know, Rock should pin Roman for the title though.
Absolutely.
Nah, that match shouldn't be for the title.
All right. Anyways, producer, weird hand on the headphone,
I'm
Scotty.
holding this
Escobar or Carlito?
shit. Carlito,
All right.
because I want him to spit an apple in his
I was gonna
face.
say,
He'll
do
probably
they
do
get-
that anyways and still lose. The match I'm most interested in, to be honest, IC title, Gunther and Miz.
That's gonna be good.
Gunther
I
right
want,
now
I want
is-
the Miz to win, but Walter's totally gonna win.
Who?
Walter.
Who's Walter?
It's Gunther.
His name's Gunther.
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 Why'd he go under the name change?
He had to.
He had to. I thought
Walter's
so.
Walter is like his real
I was
name.
gonna say I thought because I searched him before.
Yeah, Walter.
when
You're
his
gonna stand there and tell me That man's mom and dad did not name him Undertaker.
No, his actual name's Walter, and that's what they were mad about. Is he's the only
Yeah.
wrestler that was in NXT UK that was successfully became a wrestler under his real life name,
Yeah.
and they weren't happy about it. So they had him change his name from Walter to Gunther, and they also had him lose a bunch of weight.
I
They
saw
told him
that. Yeah.
they told him he had to lose weight, and he had to change his name to stay in wrestling in WWE. And so he went under huge thing, did a diet, worked out, lost a bunch of weight, and he's like, "All right, give me a name." And they pulled out Gunther out of a freaking hat. I'm assuming
and then
that's
he has
what
those
WWE
two
because that's what
guys with him.
WWE does. They don't
Is
come
that
up with their own
facts?
shit. They just
Yeah.
this is your new name, like the Royal Rumble. Here's a number. Here's a number. No, here's a name. Here's a name.
And then,
How
and then
is
he's got
that
those
not
two
them
cronies.
coming up with it?
Well, I'm just saying they
Who
probably
would
just
have
put a
had to
bunch.
have come up for the idea of all of the ideas in the hat?
You can literally just go on the internet and put name generator and just
Yeah.
put a bunch of names down. I literally do the same thing because well.
Is that how
Spoiler
you-
alert, everyone who hasn't known, but Reese and I are working with a team of people to come up with a wrestling card game, and we build a bunch of wrestlers, our AI characters, and we have to come up with names and profiles and stuff for them. So I literally go on Google and put male name generator, and it comes up with a bunch of male names. And then you can do the same thing for females, and I did the same thing for the female characters.
Yeah.
ASMR.
You're too high. You can't.
I can hear it.
You can't stop. My battery's low, and the 5 people that are watching are crying. Great. Oh, now there's 4. See what you did. My battery died or is dying. You do ASMR and somebody leaves. But we got 10 hearts at least.
Nice.
People love us. Anyways,
There
so,
was 11.
oh, great.
I saw that, but I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to say anything.
I've seen 10 over here for a while, so I didn't know if it was 11 or 10.
I saw 11, but I didn't want to say anything.
Did you? Oh,
That's
I
funny
swear
as
it says 10. It said 10 over here for like the past 5 to 10 minutes.
No, they're totally at 1.11.
I didn't want to bring down our
It's all right.
mood.
we already lost. Now we're down to
didn't
3
bring-
viewers.
It didn't bring me down. That made me laugh.
We're leaving now too. Now we're down to another viewer.
Well, we're leaving, so it
Wait a
doesn't
minute. Hold on. Gosh, Gunther's winning. Or Miz. Jesus
I
Christ.
think Gunther.
I really want the Miz
I
to win,
told
so I'm
you
voting for the
Walter,
Miz. It's
dude.
not Walter.
All right, then I want a double DQ.
Miz has no one to DQ for him.
I want a DQ.
You want Dairy Queen? That's cool with me.
That's fine. I'll take a blizzard.
I'll take a
Shout out to
blizzard.
Dairy Queen.
For real, sponsor us. We need ice cream. Okay, and then the final
He
match I
needs
know
ice
of.
cream. I need a cheeseburger.
You just said you'd take a
Yeah, but I
blizzard.
changed my mind. I want a cheeseburger.
Anyways, the last match that we know of is the Judgment Day with Drew McIntyre, possibly. We'll find that out so later today or in a few hours when we watch Wrestling Back. Versus the team of Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and Seth Rollins. So who do you got, Reese? I'll go with you first.
I would like to see that if Drew McIntyre is going to be part of the Judgment Day.
Yeah, who's your prediction as well?
If Drew McIntyre is going to be a part of Judgment Day,
You have to do the same thing. So think.
the Judgment Day I think will win because they want to put Drew McIntyre back as a heel.
Okay.
But I want I want like I'm sorry, it was Jey Uso.
Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and Seth Rollins so far.
I think, and they need another one, right?
Yes.
I think
If
because
possible.
if possible, so I think if they do the traditional 5-on-5, it'll be a big return, like maybe Randy Orton or something like
Okay.
that. And so I think if it's gonna be like Randy, it'll be the latter. But
Okay.
if Drew's with the Judgment Day, Judgment Day.
Interesting. Okay. There's a lot of rumors going around that it is going to be Randy, but there's also some facts being spit around like that if it is Randy, there's going to be some issues because the last time Randy Orton was involved with wrestling, Jey Uso and the Bloodline attacked him.
Yeah, and
They're the
they
ones who injured him.
And it was for the tag titles at the time because it
So
was RK
is
Bro.
Randy Orton going to be okay with Jey Uso? Are they going to be friends? Are they going to work it out? What's going to happen?
Now what would be cool is because the Viper strikes out of nowhere.
I was going to say, does
I was
Randy
gonna
Orton
say,
just help him win and then
would
RKO
help him win and then
him?
RKO.
That's what I was thinking too.
Then he
Possibly.
did that in a couple of tag matches, like because
Absolutely,
they'd win, he'd raise the hand, and then he'd
Also-
go for an RKO.
Also, even though it's been a year since we've seen him, this would be the first year in a while that we haven't seen Randy Orton at Survivor
Yeah.
Series. But not to mention, Randy Orton is the Survivor Series GOAT.
He is.
He's been the sole survivor, I think it's 4 times now.
Yeah.
He's won a total of 7 times. 5 of those are from Survivor Series like matchups, the 5-on-5s. One was an Intercontinental, and I think the other one was another championship one.
Oh, it was when he fought Big Show for the WWE title.
That's what it was.
All right.
But the Shield got involved with that.
Actually. So what are your predictions now?
Okay, so for the War Games,
Yes. Does Drew join? That's
you
the first question.
are gonna make me choose between the 4 Horsemen and then fuck Ric Flair.
Who-
and
what?
4 Horsemen. I want the Road Warriors, Nikita Koloff, and Dusty Rhodes to win, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're the wrong. That's the wrong match.
That's the wrong Survivor Series.
It's the Great American Bash. It's the very first War Games match. Of course I want.
Oh, I know why it's called Circle Shenanigans.
Oh, dude.
At that point, we're just gonna end.
No,
how we end.
because how it's gonna end is
Thanks to our
with the new world
sponsors.
champ.
What? Oh yeah, the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Oh, yeah.
I was so confused. Like, what are you talking about?
The title's not. There's no world title match. Rollins is in the War Games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they might
That
catch
bitch is gonna end with Damian Priest as the champ.
I don't know how I feel as Damian Priest.
Okay, but that
as
doesn't
world champ.
answer my question. Does Drew join? Who is Cody's possible partner, if so, and who wins?
CM Punk.
Okay, that is an
Like
option.
that's not that.
They are going to be in Chicago,
That's true.
so it
It's a
could
viable
be.
answer.
So
Only because USA Network has
Punk,
been like
Punk joins Rhodes. Okay,
Oh.
Drew joins Judgment Day.
or
okay.
Randy, or it's Randy. There's
Okay,
that's
so
my
Punk or
only
Orton?
thought. If it's neither one of those two, I think a lot of people are gonna be really mad.
Okay,
That it's not.
that's
It's
a good
neither
point.
one of them.
Who wins?
Judgment Day.
And then Damian wins as well.
If he cashes in, probably.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
So they
think-
win, and then
If it comes, okay, if it comes down to, it's an
11 hearts are
elimination
back.
match. War Games is the elimination style as well,
Yes.
right? It's
Well, no,
it's enter
no.
at different times and just one pin.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
what
When,
I
and when
so
all,
two
everyone-
people
That's what I
start,
thought. Once
and then
everybody
every
gets
2
because the
minutes,
match
somebody
doesn't
else
start
comes
until
in.
the match doesn't start until everybody's in.
Yeah, so
They
every
ring
2
the
minutes
bell
somebody
when
else comes in,
everyone comes in.
and then after everybody's in, you can't escape over the cage. If you do, you automatically lose, and it's pinfall
Yeah.
or submission.
There's more than one match, or more than one ref.
There's refs on the outside, too.
Yeah, there's at least 2 to 4 refs on the outside, and there's at least 1 or 2 refs inside.
I think one ref for each ring.
Because, yeah, 2 rings.
We'll see where the placement of the Money in the Bank briefcase goes.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's no rules in War Games, so
That's
you
what
can
I'm
bring in
saying.
weapons.
Or because
you can bring in weapons.
The
So-
only way that would make sense is if Damian Priest is the first one in the match, because he would carry it out. You know what I mean?
Well, he'd still come out anyways.
Nah, he wouldn't. I don't. It'd be like the Royal Rumble. Why would he run with it to the Royal Rumble? You know what I'm saying? Like you're running into a cage match. So why would he run?
Because it's a
like
weapon.
fast entrance. The music's gonna hit. They're not gonna get their entrance.
Well, they don't
you know
get
what I mean?
yeah, they don't get music, but the whole thing is it's a it's no
I know.
disqualification.
And they're in a cage, like
So
a
he
shark
can
cage
literally just bring it
beforehand.
in as a weapon.
True.
Are they gonna think about that? Is a question.
Dude,
So, yeah,
listen,
you're right.
watch him beat Seth Rollins, and that would suck because I don't like the sound of that. But
I don't want Damian Priest as world champion.
No. He was good as U.S. champion.
I mean, there's been
I have a feeling that the match. Well, so that's your predictions. My prediction, by the way, sorry, before we get way too out of hand, we already know Cody Rhodes is other partner. You just can't see him. John Cena's going to come back, and that'll be his final match. Or Randy Orton. Those are literally my 2. John Cena or Orton. I don't see Punk coming back. Nobody wants Punk. No one. I can't say that as a bad thing. Like
I do.
don't get me wrong. I'd love to see CM Punk return to wrestling again for the 28th time, whatever the hell it is. Impact, Ring of Honor, this, that. He's been in multiple thousand places. So 32nd time returning to wrestling. Cool. But no one, all the fans are disappointed. Nobody wants to see him.
Yeah.
a lot of people are hyped, but at the same time, they're just hyped because they want to see him back in WWE and hear the theme song in WWE again. But like, if you read comments and actually look at people, there's a lot of people that don't want him back in wrestling because he was just bad. He was not CM Punk, but Phil. Phil is a douchebag. No one likes him. He's this, he's that. He causes drama.
You're an internet mark right now. Look how I'm holding my
Listen here, Kennedy. Calm down.
Okay.
Kennedy.
You are an internet mark right now.
Or
No,
You're just reading what you read on the internet.
I'm doing my job, which is
You're
research.
just reading what you read on
I'm
the
doing my
internet.
job, which is research. I took
Research
what
it.
I read.
I
and
want
I took what I
you.
seen,
Did you do?
and I
what do they
did
ca-
other
you,
stuff.
Right. For
I
like a
did
newspaper.
math.
What is that called when you gotta when you when you're writing something,
Yeah, come
but
on.
you gotta
source it. And you gotta cite
Yeah,
it. You
when
gotta
you-
cite it.
yeah.
It's
That's,
like a
how did he
quote.
know? He got it. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I could have told you that too.
But what I'm saying is like I couldn't think of. He knew what I was
Yeah,
saying.
you gotta cite it.
So did I.
Say your what is it? What website did you use?
What do you mean? What website?
Cite
Fucking-
the website. He's saying.
What dirt sheet?
Oh, what dirt sheet?
You use dirt sheet.
Multiple.
Did I use a dirt
I'm
sheet?
just kidding.
Wait, what'd she say? Sorry, I was listening to him.
Dirt sheet.
Oh, Jesus.
Brother Paul. Brother Paul.
To be honest, I don't. IWR. I don't remember the site. I'd have to go back on my phone and look. Anyway,
I like your hat.
Thank you. I think.
Do we call you Brother Paul? I think you should be Brother John. Because you look like Brother John Lennon right now.
With the glasses.
The glasses. Or Brother Ozzy.
John 3:16 is gonna stand for I'm gonna beat you with a camera in a minute.
No, it won't. Because John 3:16 don't change, amen.
Hallelujah. So yeah, Cody's team wins, but I do see a possible cashing with a failure or
Bullshit.
like a disqualification or something.
What?
I see
I don't know,
see
because
Priest cashing in and somehow
I
JD
don't-
causes him to lose.
Yeah.
it's not.
JD, ever since JD has started messing with them and Finn Balor, everything has went downhill.
Yeah.
So I think that he's the one that
Or-
causes it.
Or he wins the title and they kick him out on Judgment Day.
No,
Kind of like Evolution.
no. Damian Priest is good in Judgment Day. I don't. No. Don't make him another single star. He was good in NXT as a singles ever since
Yeah.
he came up from NXT. No. Just leave him in a team. And if anybody's leaving the Judgment Day, it's Dominic Mysterio to join Logan
Yeah.
Paul. I can already see it a mile away since they've been doing the whole hi, or shout out, and all that other stuff. Like
Yeah.
they've been doing it for a minute now. You can see it.
Did you say hi?
Yeah, because
They were doing the hi.
because they've said
Hey.
hi, and then they've done the shout outs.
Hi.
That's exactly
everyone.
that's exactly how Dominic says it too. Hi,
Yeah.
Do you want to know what my favorite thing about
Mama Ripley,
wrestling today?
Mommy Ripley.
No.
Oh,
Is the
she's my
fact that
favorite
whenever Dominic Mysterio grabs a microphone, you can't hear him talk because of how loud the boos are.
Yeah.
yeah.
They don't let him speak, and it's fucking hilarious. And I don't. And it's only because he's a bad guy.
That's the only thing I didn't. That's the only thing I didn't like about Vince McMahon. Does Rhea go with Dom Dom?
Dude, Spooky, that's a good question.
Did you
I
see
don't
she had
know.
She has Dom written here.
She does, and she has
Yeah.
the R and the D on
Yeah.
her side.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question.
Is that a way to, because you're okay? That makes sense, because that could lead a whole new direction, because you're having the other guy join the Judgment Day, so they're still left with as a faction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
but
you
if
have
those two
Dominic-
leave, it'll be 3.
That's fine. It's still a faction.
But Damien and Finn are they've been fighting back and forth as well.
So that also goes if they have no plans for Dom to leave, then that's just like a story, and then
okay.
that would make sense for Damian Priest winning.
Judgment Day will be done by the next year.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
It's coming time for it. You're not getting nearly as long as the Bloodline did. You don't get 3 years for a fucking
No.
storyline. Sorry. I mean, I like it. I really like the Judgment Day.
Well, how
I really
is
like.
it actually a storyline though, or is
I
it
mean,
more of an
I
actual,
mean, a
actual team now?
faction, I
Or
mean-
a faction or a team now?
It was a team to begin with. I mean, the Bloodline was a team to begin with.
Damien versus Finn at the Rumble or Elimination Chamber.
I can see that.
Either it comes to a head here soon, and that's when they do it. Is at the Rumble.
Yeah.
Like it starts to come to a head like now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hey, they could turn on each other in the Rumble.
not even at the Rumble. Like
yeah.
started at Survivor Series because you only have you have 2 months to get ready for
Yeah.
the Rumble. That's two of the big 4 pay-per-views.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Let me talk to. No. Anyways.
Concord.
Uh.
I'm gonna punch you right in the Buchanan.
So if they do it at the Rumble, who eliminates who to
I'm gonna
screw
kick you in the
over?
Buffalo.
That's the question.
Say that again, Grand Boulevard West.
I think it's gonna be Damien will eliminate Finn.
I think Elmhurst is winning the Royal Rumble. Or Chrysler.
I'm crying again. but
Fisher?
different.
Chalmers might get it.
Can you stop? No more.
McClellan.
Is Punk or LA Knight winning Rumble? Definitely not Punk.
Oh, and I could have a good chance.
I want you to know that
I'm gonna say it's either LA Knight or Gunther possibly. Gunther did really good
there's
last
people who
year.
still think it's a work, and he's still gonna be working for AEW.
Huh?
They still think it's a work, and he still works for AEW. Punk. Like there's people who think
They're
that
just
still.
paying him to sit on his ass at home.
For right now. I mean, because it's like they.
And I quote, "Tuck in your belly, Scotty."
No, it's my favorite part.
It's apparently Stelios' favorite part too. He said, "I do too." No. It's my favorite part. Mine too.
No, it's actually a 3X. I don't know why my belly's hanging out.
Because of the way you're laying.
Just because of the way I was sitting.
He's just sliding
It's my
down.
Skinner shirt. I got this at the concert. 50
He's just-
years.
He's
50
just
year
sliding
anniversary shirt.
down.
Medium.
Medium.
I wear large.
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 But no, a medium. Yeah, the small.
Schmedium. Oh, okay. I see. That's cool.
That took me out. But no, for real, some people think Punk still works for AEW. Like it's like legit. Like, I mean, that would be cool. Like, be all work and everybody thinks he's coming back. But then again, USA Network, whenever they have posted anything on social media in recent times, it's been like best in the world or home.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let him talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
Ooh.
Shorty had him at.
Look, you're gonna get copyright.
No,
Stop.
that's why I can say the first line and then I hum the rest.
I knew that's what you were gonna go for.
Yeah. What is this? Sorry. Is it Ronda or Dolph coming to
Oh,
AEW?
dude, I definitely think
Dolph.
it's
Yeah.
the day after. I'm pretty sure it's either the day or a couple days after. Like that 90 days is up.
Yeah.
I heard that Ronda is going to a different independent company or possibly going back to be a trainer for UFC.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
So I don't think Ronda is going to go to AEW. Dolph most definitely because he'll just join his brother probably.
Yeah, and they'll make a team.
Yeah. Or he'll go for the TNT title.
Can you imagine them going up against the Acclaimed?
That'd be wild.
Yeah.
Or both the Guns against them.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Whoa, put him away, brother Paul.
Speaking
Put
of the
away.
Guns, you know, badass Billy Gunn, Daddy Ass, will be at the IWR show next month on December 28th.
He's gonna team with Rhino.
And he
And
will be
Sami
teaming with
Callahan.
Rhino. You're right.
And Sammy Callahan
Absolutely.
against, isn't it the tag
That's who I
champs
think
and
it is,
Karat.
Spooky. I think it's Dolph. I think Dolph Ziggler is the.
Who's the devil in AEW? Mustafa Ali.
Oh, that
see
is
that.
another. That's another rumor.
I think it's
That's
Ali
legit.
Ziggler. I think it's Ali Ziggler, Moss, and somebody else.
But I think when they first started this, those guys were still under contract.
They
so
were.
Like, they weren't even a thought, but now it is like.
Yeah. So the original was set as Roderick Strong in the Kingdom.
Could be, but also they were saying Hangman. Hangman was the one doing it,
That'd be interesting.
or was it? No, Adam Cole.
Oh yeah.
Even though
That's
it's
possible.
like haunting him or whatever, or
Yeah.
not haunting him per se. But think about
Absolutely.
it, Adam Cole and MJF. But he's
It is Ali. Shh.
it's not, and I don't. That's just a rumor. I don't think it is either. I really think it's Dolph now. It would be perfect. Have him come in just like a, because nobody thought the leader.
It's Ric Flair.
It's
Like,
Ric Flair.
absolutely.
Remember
no,
things?
Flair and Jerry
Oh.
Lynn and fucking did
Dean
you see-
Malenko.
No, did you see the reel that AEW made?
No.
Jerry Lynn and Flair are talking in the hallway, and in walks
I'm
Jeff
dying.
Jarrett and Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
Jay Lethal
funny.
stopped, and him and Ric Flair just stare at each other
No, I
for a
didn't see
minute.
that.
That's but do you get it from TNA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The woo. The
Woo.
woo thing is that was all
Oh.
that was all ad lib, dude.
Yeah.
Flair was mad as
That
fuck
was not
when
supposed to happen.
no when you
I'm
see
dying.
Flair getting angry.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Flair come to AEW and they wrote off Jarrett.
They sure did
Yeah.
because that's what it's or it's gonna be the same storyline. I mean not storyline. They're gonna just bring it together because with the reel that they made, it makes sense.
Are we gonna have Immortal back? Immortal's coming to AEW.
No,
From
Ric
Impact
Flair
Wrestling.
just can't get in the ring again. He wants to.
Ric Flair started beating up Christian outside the ring. He
I
can
know,
get
I
back in the
seen
ring
that.
if he wants. He just can't take a bunch of bumps.
It could be like my favorite thing about WrestleMania 17.
What's your favorite thing about WrestleMania 17?
Fucking Iron Sheik winning that battle
The
royal.
gimmick battle royal?
He wins the battle royal because he couldn't be eliminated.
Yeah.
Because he was too old. He couldn't take a bump. So
He
they
couldn't-
just
yeah, he
okay. He
couldn't get out the
wins.
ring.
So that's one of my favorite parts. Or the spear through the ladder.
Oh yeah.
That's realistically my favorite part about
Yeah.
WrestleMania 17 is the spear off the ladder.
Yeah.
I'm dying and crying. I can't anymore. You guys got
Quit crying, Paul.
You're killing me over here. I'm dying
Why?
because of all these fucking jokes.
You want to know what a joke is?
You.
Okay. So
I'm sorry.
knock knock.
Who's there?
I left.
Did you?
Yeah, I just turned around.
Okay.
Walked away from your door. Fuck your
Thank
door.
God.
I got a knock knock joke, but you gotta start it.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I'm telling you a joke. Just play along.
Okay. What do
So
I do?
Okay, so I'm telling you a joke. So you wanted me to tell you a joke. I am a joke. You said so. I'm telling you a joke.
All right.
I have
What
a
is your
knock
joke?
knock joke, but you gotta start it.
All right. What do I do?
How the hell do you start a knock knock joke?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
I don't know who.
I don't know. You're the one who's home, dude. What are you
No,
talking
I'm
about?
not.
Oh,
This
you're
is
the
your
one who
house.
knocked on my door. Yeah, I fucked it up. What up?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Okay, if you move over a little bit
That.
towards.
They want
Oh,
this.
I guess
The
I can
camera.
move the camera.
I'm gonna say he was like halfway in, halfway out. So.
There we go.
There you go.
Bet.
What you guys up to today?
None, just
Yeah?
smoking.
How's that going?
Good. We've been.
What did I miss?
We have some shenanigans.
Really?
Homie is a juggalo.
So I'm Andre. I'm the owner of Smoker Society.
Yes, sir.
You guys, what's your name?
I'm Scotty.
Scotty?
This is where I bought
Reese.
that at.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I think I remember you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your name? Keith. Nice to meet you.
Wow. Who's Keith?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have a mic anymore? We're waiting for Brother Paul to say.
So once again, this is one of our newest sponsors from the Smokers Society. He is also one of the newest sponsors of IWR. Excited for the next show.
Yeah,
wait
it's
to
gonna
see
be
it.
awesome. Vampiro, man. I'm so excited to meet
Yes,
him.
20th of December. What are you most excited to see, actually?
Honestly, the whole thing. It's a great experience. It's something that everybody should enjoy to see it at least once in their life. Because I have never. I'm 37 years old. That's my first time actually being somewhere like that. And the last thing I can remember was WWF.
Yeah,
You know,
it's awesome.
So for me, I walked in that one time. It was short, but I liked everything. You know, it was really cool. So I'm really excited for the next one. I met Rhino and I met Sabu, yeah, and then there was one other guy. I
Shane
forgot-
Douglas, maybe I'm.
Yeah, there was a
There's
lot, of
people. Yeah, there was a
Yeah,
lot of stars.
I met so
yeah.
many people I can't even remember all their names. You know, but
So
yeah, I got
cool.
to meet a few of them. And they were pretty cool. You know, we chilled,
Awesome.
had a great time.
Fantastic. That's awesome.
All right, brother Paul.
Yeah. Do you want to do the exit sponsors?
Sure. Throw our right just in time for the
Just in
sponsors.
time
Look
for
at that.
sponsors.
So we got a shout out to our sponsors, the Mint Cannabis, Smoker Society, yes sir, FU Wrestling, 8 Mile Vodka.
Scotty dying.
Well, that crept up on me. I see that should have happened when I said cannabis. Lane's Pizzeria, Amaya's Fresh Mexican Grill, Little Brown Jug, Craving Sports Cards and Collectibles, IWR, our bros at the Dudes Talking Wrestling, Spooky and Dev.
Absolutely. Shout out to both of them for sure.
Scotty.
Scotty
As
needs to
I'm
wear a
shouting
mask.
you out, you're
Absolutely.
talking shit. Scotty needs to wear a mask. I agree.
We're gonna put
Like
him
the
on our
Cody
Insta.
Rhodes mask, the dashing mask,
dashing
so I
mask.
don't break this beautiful fucking face.
Right.
And our bros at Pro Wrestling Edge, we love you guys.
Absolutely.
Love you, Spooky.
Is that all of them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on.
Yeah.
DTW. Yes,
Tony with the DT. Tony came in at the last second with a DTW.
Right, he said IWR
comment.
before, and he didn't say DTW this whole time till now.
That's
But
funny.
absolutely, thank you to everyone for your love and support. Come back
See y'all
next
later.
week, where we will be back again with our next future guest.
Have a
It's
great
almost
night.
time for the Super Bowl for
Shout out to Pro
football.
Wrestling Edge. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Super
you
Bowl
all.
for football.